mga KatroPICE, welcome to AcadTV. In this video, aim natin ma-strengthen ang knowledge sa theories and concepts by applying them in the sample problems. Kaya make sure to stay tuned until the very end kasi dito sa PICE-PUPSC AcadTV, we leave no one behind. Have fun learning and enjoy. So our topic in this video is about functions of right triangle in basic and in inverse. So basically, ito yung mga trigonometric functions na meron tayo in order to solve various problems. Pero bago tayo mag-dive deep sa mga sample problems, i-review muna natin yung mga trigonometric functions na tinutukoy natin dito. So we have this sine, cosine, and then tangent, theta. So familiar kayo sa popular mnemonics na SOHCAHTOA. So it spells like this. So, and then ka, and then TOA. So SO stands for sine, theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So ito yung part ng opposite, and then ito yung hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is basically the longest side of the triangle, and then opposite yung nasa tapat ng reference angle, or yung kaharap niya, or yung kung saan siya nakatutok directly. So ayan. And then cosine stands for cosine theta is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. So ayun yung ka. So adjacent, ito yun, yung parang base na ating reference angle. And then still the hypotenuse, which is yung longest side ng triangle. And then TOA stands for tangent theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. So ayan, ito lang din yun. Opposite and then yung adjacent. And then next naman yung mga inverse. So we have this cosecant, secant, and then cotangent theta. So katulad ng kanina, meron ding mnemonics para dito. So this is cho, sha, and then cow. So cho stands for cosecant theta is equals to hypotenuse over opposite. So parang familiar no kanina kasi ito yung inverse ng sin theta. Di ba yung sin theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse? So itong cosecant theta naman is equals to hypotenuse over opposite. And then we have this sha, which is stands for secant theta is equals to hypotenuse over adjacent. So kung yung kanina, inverse yun ng sine. So itong secant is inverse ng cosine. Diba? Kasi yung cosine is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. And then we have yung inverse ng tangent, which is yung cotangent, yung cow. So cow stands for cotangent theta is equals to adjacent over opposite. So ito yung inverse ng tangent. So since alam na natin yung mga trigonometric functions, pwede na tayo mag-proceed sa ating mga sample problems. So ayan. So given the triangle below, solve for line BC and then line AB. So let's understand muna yung ating illustration or yung ating triangle. So line BC, so nasaan ba yun? So ito yun. Itong side na to ng triangle. So ito yung ating line BC. And then line AB, ito yun, yung ating hypotenuse. Ayan. And then meron daw tayong 72 inch na dimension, which is yung sa line AC. And then meron din tayong reference angle na 50 degrees. So hanapin natin yung both line BC and then line AB. So paano ba natin ito mahanap? So i-identify natin kung anong meron tayo. So meron tayong angle na 50 degrees. And then meron din tayong line AC na equal sa 72 inch. And then kailangan muna natin hanapin yung line BC. Ito. So identify natin asang ba siyang part ng triangle. So basically nasa opposite siya kasi nakadirect yung reference angle sa kanya. Ayan. So since meron tayong opposite na involved, and then meron din tayong adjacent na given yung line AC, itong 72 inch. So ano yung gagamitin natin? So since meron tayong opposite and meron din tayong adjacent, so pwede natin siya ma-solve gamit yung TOA. So saan nga ba nagsistand yun? So TOA stands for tangent theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. Yan. So yung theta natin, which is yung 50 degrees, ilalagay lang natin yung mga values na meron tayo. And then opposite, which is yung line BC, yung ating hahanapin. And then yung adjacent na 72 inch. Gamit tayo algebra, i-cross multiply natin yung 72 inch dito sa tangent 50 degrees para mahanap yung line BC. So 72 inch tan 50. Yan. Tangent 50 degrees is equals to line BC. So, para ma-solve na natin tong line BC, input lang natin yung values na meron tayo sa ating calculator or yung equation. So, 72 times tangent 50 degrees. That is approximately equal sa 85.81 inch. 85.81. So, inch yung ating unit kasi inch yung 72. And then, sunod naman, hanapin natin yung line AB gamit yung value ng line AC. So, since meron tayong adjacent na 72 inch, at ang hahanapin natin is yung line AB, which is basically yung hypotenuse. So, adjacent and hypotenuse. So, ano yung function na pwede natin gamitin? So, pwede tayong gumamit ng K, which stands for cosine theta is equals to K. So, adjacent over hypotenuse. So, ipa-plug in natin yung values na meron tayo. Cosine 50 degrees, adjacent na 72 inch, and then yung ating line AB na hypotenuse. Yan. So, katulad nung kanina, i-cross multiply lang natin itong line AB sa cosine 50. So, line AB, and then cosine 50, and then yung 72 inch. Divide both side by cosine 50 degrees para ma-isolate yung line AB. Cosine 50 degrees. Yan. So, ang matitira na lang dito sa left hand side ay line AB at yung 72 inch dito. Kabila. Cosine 50 degrees. Then, para ma-solve yan, lagay ulit natin siya sa calculator. So, 72 divided by cosine 50 degrees. Meron tayong approximately equal sa 112.01 inch. So, inch din yung unit. So, ito na to yung ating final answer. So, dalawa, kasi dalawa yung value na pinapahanap sa atin for the sample problem. So, line BC na 85.81 inch at line AB na 112.01 inch. Yan. So, proceed tayo sa next sample problem. So, number 2, a ramp with a height of 9 feet for persons with disabilities was included in a building that is being constructed. If the angle of the ramp must be about 7 degrees, how long must the ramp be? So, meron tayong value na 9 feet. So, ito daw yung height ng ramp. So, basically, ito yun. Itong dimension na to kasi height. So, yung taas daw ng ramp na 9 feet. Then, ano pa yung given? And then, meron tayong 7 degrees na reference angle. Ayun daw yung angle ng ramp. So, basically, dapat 7 degrees yung nakikreate ng ramp to the ground. Kasi pag masyadong stiff, hindi na healthy para sa a person with disabilities kasi baka mamaya mahirapan din siya, 'di ba? Hindi rin magamit. And then pag masyado naman mababa yung angle, baka mapalayo yung ramp kasi nga mataas yung 9 feet. So sakto na yung 7 degrees. So ito yung 7 degrees natin, yung reference angle. Yan. Ito yan. So ang hahanapin natin is yung length ng mismong ramp. Ito yun, yung x. Hahanapin natin siya or i-calculate natin or i-compute natin. So, paano natin siya mahahanap? So, since given yung opposite natin, and then hahanapin natin is yung x, which is yung hypotenuse ng triangle. Ayan. So, gagamit tayo ng na trigonometric function. So, ano nga ba yung stand ng so? So, stands for sine theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse, diba? Review natin kanina. So, ipa-plug in lang natin yung meron tayo. So, meron tayong reference angle na 7 degrees. And then, yung opposite natin, which is 9 feet. over x na hypotenuse. Cross-multiply lang ulit. So, x sine 7 degrees, 9 feet. Divide natin both side by sine 7 degrees para ma-isolate na yung x. Meron tayong x is equals to 9 feet over sine 7 degrees. So, i-plug in ulit natin siya sa ating calculator. 9 divided by sine 7 degrees. So, ang length ng ating ramp ay approximately equal sa 73.85 feet ang ating unit. So, ito na yung ating final answer. Yung length ng ramp. 73.85 feet. Yan. And then next, so here, the distance of the moon to the earth is 240,002.5 miles. During the first quarter of the moon, it creates a right triangle with the earth and the sun. What is the distance between the sun and the moon if the angle of the earth to the sun is 74.62 degrees? So, ang hahanapin naman natin dito ay yung distance daw from the sun to the moon. And then given yung distance from the moon to the earth na 240,002.5 miles. So, malayo siya. Siyempre kasi we're talking about the solar system here. So, ipa-plugin lang natin yung mga values na meron tayo katulad kanina. So, meron tayong distance from the moon to the earth. So, line ME, which is equals to 240,002.5 miles. Yan. And then, yung angle daw ng earth to the sun, which is yung line ES pala. ES, which is 74.62 degrees. Ayan. So, ang hahanapin natin is yung value ng line MS. Yan. Itong line na to. Ito. Yan. So, paano natin siya mahanap given yung reference angle natin na 74.62 degrees? So, since nakaharap yung 74.62 degrees na reference angle natin sa line MS, so, it is safe to assume na ayan yung ating opposite. And then, ang line ME ay ang ating adjacent. So, since opposite and adjacent ulit ang involved, gagamit tayo ng TOA or tangent na function. So, tangent theta is equals to TOA. So, opposite over adjacent. Plug in natin ulit yung values na meron tayo. So, tangent 74.62 degrees. Opposite na line MS, yung wala tayong value, over 240,002.5 miles. Cross multiply ulit. So, 240,002.5 miles multiply sa tangent 74.62 degrees is equals to line MS. So, since meron na tayong ganito equation, pwede na ulit tayong mag-plug sa calculator natin. So, 240,002.5 multiply to tangent 74.62. So, ang distance daw na ating line MS ay approximately equal sa 872,513.07 miles. So, yun ang ating unit. So, ito na yung ating final answer. Since ayun lang naman yung hinahanap. Distance from the moon to the sun. Given yung mga dimensions na meron tayo. Like yung reference angle and yung distance from the moon to the earth. So, nagme-make sense naman na mas mahaba yung distance from the moon to the sun compare sa distance from the moon to the earth. So, yung distance from moon to the earth is about 200,000 lang, and then yung distance from moon to the sun is about 800,000 or halos magna 900,000 na. So, next. So, here, a 27.5 feet high tower must be secured with a guy wire anchored 7 feet from the base of the tower. Determine the angle that the guy wire produce with the ground. So, bago natin to isolve, meron tayong concept na tinatawag na angle of depression and then angle of elevation. So, ano nga ba itong dalawang to? So, angle of elevation states about the angle above the horizontal plane. And then, opposite nito yung angle of depression, which is yung angle below the horizontal plane. So, ano ba yung horizontal plane na tinutukoy natin? So, ito yon, itong plane na to, which is ating problem, yung ground. So, since nasa taas yung angle natin, gagamit tayo ng angle of elevation. So, when we say angle of elevation, ang involved na function ay tangent. So, TOA. Tangent theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. Yan. So, ito yung function natin. So, understand na natin yung problem. So, meron tayong value na 27.5 feet. Yung height ng tower, so, ito yun. 27.5 feet. Ito yun, yung height ng tower. And then, yung 7 feet. So, ano ba tong 7 feet na to? Ito daw yung distance from the base ng tower. So, from here, ito, mula dito, hanggang dito, sa guy wire. So, ayan yung 7 feet. So, hahanapin natin dito yung angle na napoproduce ng guy wire to the ground. So, ito yun. Yan. So, unlike kanina, puro dimensions lang ng length, distance, or what yung hinahanap natin. So, dito, angle naman. So, katulad kanina, ipa-plug in lang natin yung meron tayo. So, tangent theta, since wala tayong angle. Opposite, so ano ba yung opposite natin? So, yun yung height ng tower, 27.5 feet. And then, adjacent, yung parang base, which is 7 feet. 7 feet. Yan. So, cancel yung feet na unit. Divide both side by tangent para ma-isolate si theta. Yan. So, parang meron tayong complex fraction dito. So, para ma-prevent natin yan, akyat natin yung tangent na function. I-erase lang natin sa negative ang kanyang exponent, which is 1. So, magiging tangent raised to negative 1. Tapos, still copy natin yung values na meron tayo, 27.5 over 7 feet. Yan. Plug in na lang natin yung values na meron tayo. So, tangent raised to negative 1, 27.5 divided by 7. That will be approximately equal sa 75 degrees. 75.72 degrees. So, ito na yung ating final answer for this sample problem. .72 degrees. So, ito yung angle na napoproduce ng ating guy wire with the ground. So, nagme-make sense naman kasi less than siya ng 90 degrees. Yan, so 75 degrees siya. And then, next. Yan. So, number 5. Suppose an airplane begins its descent to a runaway from an altitude of 12,000 feet. If the airplane is 78,000 feet from the runway as measured along the ground, what is the length of the runway if the angle of elevation from the far end of the runway to the airplane is 6.2 degrees? So, medyo complex yung problem na meron tayo kasi may involvement ng airplane. So, let's understand muna yung problem. So, altitude is 12,000 feet. So, ano nga ba yung altitude? So, ito yung distance from an object to the ground. So, since altitude daw ng airplane ay 12,000 feet, so it is safe to conclude na ang 12,000 feet ay yung height from the airplane to the ground. So, ito yun. 12,000 feet. Yan. And then, if the airplane is 78,000 feet from the runway as measured along the ground, so 78,000 feet daw, yung layo ng tip ng airplane to the runway. So, ito, 78,000 feet. So, itong 78,000 feet na to is ito lang. Itong length lang na to. Hindi kasama itong runway. So, ayun lang yung binigay sa atin. So, meron din tayong reference angle na 6.2 degrees. So, ito daw yung angle of elevation from the far end of the runway to the airplane. So, far end of the runway. So, yung pinakadulo ng runway. Yung pinakamalayo sa tip ng airplane, which is ito. Yan. So, ito ay 6.2 degrees. So, hahanapin daw natin yung length ng runway. Itong gray block na to. So, let's read that as Rx. Ayan. So, paano natin yan gagawin? So, since meron tayong, ano nga ba yung mga values na involved? So, meron tayong opposite na 12,000 feet. So, ang ating opposite ay equal sa 12,000 feet. And then, ang adjacent natin ay hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na 78,000 feet. Bakit? Kasi ang angle natin ay nakasama sa runway. Ito, kita natin yan. So, pwede nating sabihin na adjacent is 78,000 feet kung ang angle ay nandito. But, hindi ganun yung case natin sa sample problem na meron tayo. So, ang angle natin ay nandito, kasama ng runway. So, with that, ano yung adjacent natin? So, basically, ayan ay yung sum ng lahat ng values na meron tayo dito sa adjacent part ng runway. So, that is the length of the runway, x, plus yung measurement ng dulo ng runway to the airplane, which is 78,000 feet. So, ayan lang. Sum lang siya nung mga values na meron tayo dito sa baba. And then, theta, which is 6.2 degrees. So, meron tayong opposite and then meron tayong adjacent. So, ang gagamitin nating trigonometric function ay TOA. Stands for ano ulit? Tangent theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. Ayan. So, ipa-plug in natin yung mga values na meron tayo. So, tangent 6.2 degrees. Opposite, which is 12,000 feet. Adjacent, which is x plus 78,000 feet. Yan. Ano next na gagawin natin? So, cross-multiply ulit, katulad ng mga problems kanina. So, tangent 6.2 degrees multiplied sa x plus 78,000 feet is equals to 12,000 feet. Distribute yung ating tangent 6.2 degrees. So, x tangent 6.2 degrees plus 78,000 feet tangent 6.2 degrees is equals to 12,000 feet. transpose itong 78,000 feet times tangent 6.2 degrees para maiwan yung x natin. Saka tangent 6.2 degrees. So, x tangent 6.2 degrees is equals to 12,000 feet plus or minus na pala. Kasi tinranspose natin. So, basically, mag-iiba yung sign. 78,000 feet tangent 6.2 degrees. Ayan. Divide both side by tangent 6.2 degrees para ma-isolate na talaga yung x. Since ayun yung value na hinahanap natin. Tangent 6.2 degrees. So, cancel. And then cancel. Ito na tayo. So, x is equals to, i-distribute natin yung divisor na meron tayo sa dividend natin. So, 12,000 feet divided by tangent 6.2 degrees minus 78,000 feet tangent 6.2 degrees divided by tangent 6.2 degrees. So, pwede tayo mag-cancel ng tangent 6.2 degrees dito. Kasi meron din sa numerator at meron din sa denominator. So, ang x na natin ay equal sa 12,000 feet over tangent 6.2 degrees minus 78,000 feet. Ayan. So, since meron na tayo simplified na equation, pwede na ulit tayong gumamit ng calculator in order to solve this. So, 12,000 divided by tangent 6.2 degrees multiply ay minus 78,000. Minus 78,000. Meron tayong 32,000. So, ang x natin ay approximately equal sa dito na lang. X is approximately equal sa 32,461.88 feet. Yan. So, ito na yung ating final answer. 32,000. Ito yung length ng runaway. Itong block na gray na to. So, I guess that is the last sample problem for this trigonometric function. Ayan. Yan. So, maraming salamat mga KatroPICE. Remember that you are never alone in this journey. Nandito ang PICE-PUPSC AcadTV to guide you. Because here, we leave no one behind. Never lose hope, our future engineers. This is just the start.